If there's any piece of advice I would give people who are discerning the voice of God in their life, it would be to write a spiritual autobiography. I felt very drawn to this book. It's titled A Living Sacrifice. It's for men who are discerning religious life, so it has nothing to do with me, but I picked it up and I started reading it. Before I got to the part that talks about like writing a spiritual autobiography, I was in my room and the Lord was like, I need you to write a spiritual autobiography. This was my first time hearing that. I was like, oh, what is that? And I didn't look it up or anything. Then the next day, the next page was talking about writing a spiritual autobiography. So the purpose of a spiritual autobiography when you're discerning is that it helps you see how God has spoken in your life, how God has moved in your life, so that you can notice the patterns of like, this is the voice of God, this is the work of God in my life. That way you can make an informed decision. Let's say for example you have never heard the voice of God, like a loud voice in your life before, and then all of a sudden when you're about to make a big decision you hear this loud voice. Maybe it's forcing you to do something. Like you can go back to your spiritual autobiography and evaluate like, well, God has never told me God, the voice you're hearing, has never told you to do anything good before, and then all of a sudden it's saying like, oh, this is your wife, you should marry her, you know? Suspicious much, you know? So that is the purpose of writing a spiritual autobiography. I think it's very good advice. Highly recommend. Even if you're a girl, you can read this book. And ite ad yourself, meaning go to St. Joseph.